And I think we are live on this beautiful gray Monday morning here in Toronto. And first of all, I can see, let me check if there's anybody watching. I am trying out this new way to share a YouTube live directly in Mighty Networks. I'm really curious to see if anybody is watching this live. Please let me know. Ideally, you'll be posting a comment on the YouTube video because those comments will actually show up in here. Let me open up that window. So that would be really cool if you're watching this. Let me know on YouTube, and I'm also quickly going to check if this works on Mighty Networks. If you're watching it there, drop a comment there and let me know if this works. Again, experimenting, trying new things. But today, in today's Wisdom Share, we're still in the month of talking about growing clients and customers. And I want to share with you my favorite technique, my favorite strategy that I've used many, many times to launch something new. And oh, I can see Evelyn is watching me. Oh, I have to change that font. Hold on. So I can actually read this. Let me see if I can change that on the fly. Here we go. Evelyn is watching me. Yay. Hi, Evelyn. That is really awesome. So, Wisdom Share today. I want to start with sharing a little story. When I used to have my video production business, I had this kind of life-changing sales call. It actually was the very first call that I had named sales call in my schedule. And luckily it was with a friend that I had who was interested in taking our course that was at that time called How to Look Fucking Amazing on Camera. And this was quite interesting because me and my business partner, we had started creating that course based on some workshops that we were running. And we got so excited about the name, How to Look Fucking Amazing on Camera. We're like, we're going to teach people how to turn their videos that they're shooting at home, kind of like this, into really high production quality. Great content, great look, great audio, great editing, all of that. And the thing that happened was we started creating the course, realized, oh my God, this is going to be way more work than we thought. So halfway in, we said, after like a few months, we need to start making money from this. Like, we're putting in all this free work and we haven't sold a single course. So I started booking sales calls with people who said they were interested. And on those calls, I would, like, there were maybe like 20, 30 minutes, and I would talk for probably 25 minutes just about all the amazing things that are in the course. And at the end, I would just ask one question, like, so are you ready to sign up? And of course, the result always was, I'm not sure, I need some time to think about it, I need to look up more information, where I just gave them all the information and they needed more information. So I knew that there was something going on, and I learned maybe the biggest lesson in that sales call, which is I need to spend less time talking and more time listening. I need to be asking more questions and really get to know if the course is even a good fit for that person. Again, luckily it was a friend, but it was kind of an awkward conversation. And it took us like another few months to finish the course. We then launched it, and then crickets, nothing really happened. We then rebranded the course. We changed the name from How to Look Fucking Amazing on Camera to the Powerful Video Formula, because we talked to people. We realized if you are afraid or if you don't like how you look on camera, you probably don't want to invest money in overcoming that fear, because it's uncomfortable. And of course, yeah, just the whole marketing didn't work really well. So here's what I did afterwards when I launched anything new on my new business with Ask Deep Questions. I would always go through these kind of 3 steps. And hold on, I need to, again, trying out something new. Step 1 was, who do you already know? The big question is that you want to ask yourself, especially if you're launching a new business, if you're launching a new project, how can you tap into the people that already know you, your friends, your family, your existing community, your people that follow you on social media? And I used to do this post or send out this email or message, and it's much better if you do it one-on-one. Like if you actually think of the specific person, reach out to them personally with maybe a Facebook message or maybe even a Facebook voice note, which is a lot more personal than asking them, hey, I'm thinking of launching this new thing, whatever it is, this new workshop, this new training, this new experience, and I really want to make sure that it's super valuable to people. So I'm looking for anyone that is blank. And this is where you kind of give a rough outline of who it is that you want to work with. So what I did for the first facilitator training is I created this post, and I think I still have it here somewhere. And I'll show you this. Hold on. Need to show you my screen. Again, trying some new things. No, not. Yes, okay. Now I think we can see my screen. Hold on. But you're only seeing a part of it. And here we go. So this is, for example, a post that I've done and a message that I sent out to my community, to my friends and family. And it basically says, hold on. I can't show myself anymore. I need to prepare this a little bit better next time. Because you're dear to me, I'm hoping that you literally have 1 minute to skim your eyeballs over this short post. And basically what I'm saying is, if you know anyone who's a facilitator, trainer, educator, or anyone who's responsible to plan meetings, events, and workshops, and want to learn how to recreate the magic of in-person events on Zoom that stand out from boring, monotonous, uninspiring online lectures, that I would love to, if you could point them in my direction. And in this case, my goal was having them fill out a survey, but ideally you'd also want them to book a call with you so you actually have a conversation. The survey is good if you already have a big audience. If you don't, I highly recommend booking calls with people and asking them some questions. And this is step number 2. Step number 2 is all about, so first of all, recap number 1 is, who do you already know? How can you share something on social media where you ask them if they know someone that would fit that ideal client of yours, or that person that you want to get in touch with? And oftentimes the funny thing is, you might send that to someone and you already know they are one of those people, but you're not asking them, hey, do you have time? You're asking them, hey, do you know someone who actually sounds a lot like you? And could you introduce me to them? And of course, they're going to go, hey, I think I would be a good subject. How about we have a call? I'd be interested in that. So that already gives you the first person you can talk to. And then you go to step number 2, which is customer interviews. And this is where you ask your now potential clients, potential customers, 3 questions. And your goal in these calls is not to do a sales call. You don't talk at all about what you're offering. You're just saying, hey, I'm planning to create a workshop about, and just give them some kind of something that they're interested in. I'm creating a workshop about creating more engaging Zoom experiences. I'm creating a workshop on how to lose weight. I'm creating a workshop on or an event that helps people meet somebody new. Whatever it is, like a short description, and then on the interview, you want to ask them 3 questions. The first question is, what is their goal, their dream, their vision? Like looking into the future, where do they see their life, their business compared to the topic, the theme? And I like to ask the question of, which is also my favorite networking question, if we met 1 year from today with a bottle of champagne, what is it that we'll be celebrating? And it lets them think about the future ahead of like all the things have gone well. You've accomplished all the things you want to do. What does your life look like? And really have them describe it in detail and ask them, how does that feel once you've accomplished all these things? So you want to get a sense of where they're going. And then the second question is, so if that's where you want to be, why aren't you there yet? Like, what is in the way? What are the obstacles, the challenges that you have to overcome to get there? And that will give you an idea of, okay, what is the big problem that they're facing? So they might say, let's say, just take a weight loss example, because that's pretty easy to think of. I want to be like healthy and like eat delicious food and not be on diets. And maybe they even say, well, I want to meet someone and da 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 da. So what's in the way? What's the problem? Well, I don't know anything about nutrition. I do some binge eating when I hear bad news or when I get anxious. Those might be the challenges that are in the way. So once you know the goal and you know the challenges, you really have to get clear on what is the impact those challenges have, on their lives. Like, how does that make them feel when they do the binge eating? What does that actually have an impact? Like, does that impact their relationships? Does that impact their business? Does that impact their mood? Like, get really clear on those details, because all of those things you will be using in your marketing material later on. And I highly recommend that if you can, record those calls or get them transcribed, make a lot of notes, because you're asking a lot of open-ended questions. And what you want to do is find the specific language that your customers, your clients are using. So then when you use them in your sales page, in your marketing material, in your event description, they will go like, oh my God, this is exactly what I'm thinking in my head. How do you know? So it's kind of magical when you do that. So this is step 2, is getting on a conversation with them. Or if you have already a large audience, like what I did is I created a survey, and in that survey, I asked a bunch of open-ended questions based on those three steps. And the last thing is step number 3. Where is my step number 3? Is mini workshop, mini experience, like your first one. You're going to announce now, ideally to the people that have talked to you. You're going to send them, again, a personal email or message, or if you have them in your email automation system, send them a specific thing. Hey, based on the feedback that you gave me, it looks like you are interested in solving blank, like what is the challenge, or you're trying to accomplish blank, the goal that they want to get to. And use some of that language that you've gotten from your customer interviews, and then say, and I'm planning to run this first experience, if it is a group program, if it is a one-off workshop or one-off experience. And here's the mistake that a lot of people make, is then they say, oh, it's going to be a beta version and it's going to be free of charge. I just want your feedback. No, you don't want more feedback. You already have all the information that you know. If you know where they want to be and you know where they're stuck and you can get them there, then you have a product, and you should charge for that right away. So you can go back to them and say, hey, based on what we've chatted about, it looks like you want to get there and you're stuck here. I created a 1.5 hour workshop to get you closer to your goal and overcome the first few challenges, or be as specific as you can and say, and it's going to be $30. Are you in? It's going to be $50. Are you in? And you could also say, hey, later, and this is like the first time I'm trying this, so you're getting a huge discount, because when this launches to the public, it'll be $100, but now I'm only charging you $20, because it is not ready yet. But don't do it for free, because then you're going to invest a lot of time creating something, and there's probably a lot of people who are saying, yes, I want it if it's free, but once you start charging for it, I'm like, no, that's it. I don't see the value in it. So you want to make sure that you test it here, because there's 2 things that will happen, 2 options. Option 1 is lots of people say, yes, that's exactly what I need, and it's super relevant, and it sounds like you know exactly what you're talking about. I'm in. And you might get, let's say, 5-10 people, or even more, depending on the price point and how clear you are in your messaging. Or option 2, what happens is nobody signs up. And now you have some work to do. Number 1 is you've realized, okay, the messaging was not clear enough. I wasn't clear enough on the problem or the goal. So go back to doing more customer interviews and like test it again. Like go back to the people and see what wasn't a good fit. Find some new people and try something slightly different. And you have not spent any time creating a workshop, putting together an event flow, marketing it, creating graphics, and putting it out there before you know that nobody wants to buy it. So that's the most important thing. And I'm realizing this wisdom share is now 15 minutes instead of what I said they were originally going to be 5. But this is a bit of a bigger topic. So let me know if this is valuable. Let me know in the comments. This will turn into a more comprehensive like document with different tips at one point in the next few weeks. So just let me know if this resonates. Like, are you doing this already? Which step are you most excited to try? And Evelyn, if you're still watching, give me another little comment. And it looks like the ones on YouTube show up, and the ones on Mighty Networks, we have to figure out how to add some comments in there. But on YouTube, if you can go there, then they show up here on my screen, and I can easily put them into the video as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Oh, and one quick little thing just for you. I created some nice little sound effects and things. High five for you, first of all. And thank you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the community.